Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Welcome back. And those of you that are new, welcome. Eric Swalwell, remember that piece of... He's back in the news again. Of course, he's up for re-election in a Democrat plus 60 district. Let's see how Eric does. Remember, Eric, he was the congressman that for quite a while slept with a Chinese spy. That's not speculation. She was a Chinese spy. What was he? Ling Ling or something like that? Of course, nothing happened to him. He's got some new political ads out, I guess, saying that Swalwell claims police arresting women at gunpoint for abortions will be the new reality in mega America. Yeah. Eric Swalwell debuted a new midterm election ad aimed at preventing a MAGA-controlled House and Senate. Got to do it again. Well, let's just, before we get in the story, let's see what Representative Swalwell said, I believe it was on MSNBC or NBC, to Chris Matthews.
Is uncontradicted that the president used taxpayer dollars to ask the Ukrainians to help him cheat an election.
And there he is, Eric Swalwell, farted on live TV in the rotunda, which has a big echo in it. It's amazing. Let's read on. I mean, this is like a Babylon Bee article. Representative Eric Swalwell debuted a new political ad in MSNBC's The Readout. Yeah, Joy Reid, she's a bundle of joy, all right. Monday, that accused Republicans of wanting to arrest women at gunpoint for having abortions. The ad featured two police officers arriving at a home to arrest a woman for having an abortion. After the woman's husband steps in to defend her, an officer pulls a gun on the man while handcuffing the woman. As the lady's baby cries, the officer insists, "We're just enforcing the law." This thing Swalwell claimed while appearing on the show would become the new reality should Republicans take back Congress in November. You total hole. That's what you're doing now. That's what the Department of Justice and the FBI is doing now. They're raiding political enemies of the Democrats and the current president. There's tons of videos out where the FBI raids it with serious firearms, I might add, in the early morning hours while kids are screaming, arresting their father for protesting in an abortion clinic a year before that. Look at the guy that runs Project Veritas, James O'Keefe, banging on his door at 5 o'clock in the morning while he's in his PJs. Going to smash the door down if they don't open. They've done it hundreds of times. They did it to Steve Bannon. You can go run through the list. And people that go to school board meetings are getting their doors kicked in by the new DOJ going after political enemies. And this guy's got the balls to say this. I'm going to start getting mad, so let's read on. I wish this was an exaggeration, but this is going to be the new reality in mega America if we do not win the midterms in both the House and the Senate. Swalwell said to host Joy Reid, who called the ad chilling and said it made her heart race. Oh, no. I got one thing to use. Here's my response to Congressman Swalwell. Yeah, that's my response to you, you piece of crap. The California representative continued to defend the ad as a realistic depiction of a country with abortion restrictions. All states have had abortion restrictions. Abortions are not outlawed. Yes, some states make it so it's darn near outlawed, but you can go somewhere else and have one. It's not like it's outlawed. The states get to decide what restrictions, if any, are on abortions. As a former prosecutor, when I looked at the Republicans' abortion laws criminalizing abortion, mandating pregnancy, I thought through, this is what's going to look like as it plays out across America. And it's that scene right there, Swalwell said. This is exactly basically what the Democrats said in the mid-1800s concerning slavery. He added, I want it to be clear that no police officer wants to be in this position. No police officer wants to arrest a pastor. No police officer wants to arrest for somebody because they won't bake a freaking cake. And for the officer to say, man, we're just doing our job, that's the horrible position we're going to put law enforcement in. Absolute, total bullshit. I'm going to say it right out. You didn't have a problem in California in your district, Congressman, when police officers were banging down doors of businesses, arresting women that own little curio shops. The woman was told to stop selling stuff online even though her store was closed, and there's 5 cops in front of her door, fully armed to the teeth. You had no problem arresting people in restaurants. You had no problem closing down a person's business, whether it be a restaurant or something else. You had no issue at all about ruining that life, arresting them and throwing them in jail for just trying to make a living. It's just incredible to me, the hypocrisy of these sons of... Swalwell also blamed gun owners for providing an unfair and unsafe scenario for police officers and women who were put in this situation by Republican lawmakers. The Second Amendment is there. It's not for hunting. The Second Amendment is there to stop with government overreach. Now he's going to say the Republicans are overreaching. You do not have a constitutional right to have an abortion. We can debate the fact till the cows come home, but that doesn't change. You can be pro or against or somewhere in the middle. Safe, legal, and rare was the compromise. But that wasn't good enough for the progressives. They wanted it right up until the moment of birth. Well, guess what? It backfired spectacularly on you because you're so stupid. The Second Amendment protects you from government intrusion, i.e., you handcuff me for opening up my restaurant. Or my kid, who's 10 years old, wants to be a trans to a different sex, and you say no, and you're arrested and thrown in jail. It happens all the time, or you lose custody, and the government is now the ward of your kid. What they're teaching kids in school, they're arresting parents at school board meetings or arresting parents that raise hell. They follow them on Facebook, local law enforcement as well as the FBI and the DOJ, and they target them with guns and handcuffs. But she don't say a freaking word. In a Megan-controlled House and Senate, there'll be a new reality, not just in Arizona and Texas and Florida, but every state in the union. No current pro-life laws criminalize a woman for having an abortion. They all target the person performing the abortion, said Lindsey Graham, Republican of South Carolina. Proposed federal abortion bill is not aimed at women who have abortions. Swalwell has frequently attacked Republicans as seeking to ban abortion since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade in June. Hey, Eric, you dumbass, did you get the memo? Even Barack Obama half-assed said the other day in a podcast, you idiots are talking about the wrong issues. The issues people care about are feeding their families, being able to pay their bills on time, paying their rent, paying their mortgages. And you're stopping them from doing that with this inflation. There's ridiculous the policies and practices that you voted for to cause this. They're going to choose between filling up their tank to drive to work or food that week. And they have children too. Of course, you don't. It's amazing to me. Absolutely incredible. So there you have it. I gotta get a new thing going called Hypocrite of the Week. Or, even better, of the week. Before I get too mad, maybe I better sign off. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.